Okay. Marvel news of the week.
Ayo.
Some surprising news about. Well, I don't know. Is it surprising? Echo's budget sets surprising Marvel Studios record, and the cinematographer shares potential season 2 update. Echo
Okay.
was released on Disney Plus earlier this month, despite talk of issues behind the scenes. The Hawkeye follow-up has broken an interesting record for Marvel Studios. According to Forbes, the TVMA Marvel Spotlight series had a production budget of only 40 million. That's less than 20% of Secret Invasion and She-Hulk. She-Hulk cost 212. Goddamn. For example, and proof Marvel Studios can make TV shows for less than the cost of a movie. Based on the currently available information, Echo is by far the cheapest TV series they've ever produced for streaming. Hawkeye somehow costs as much as She-Hulk. What? As did the visual effects heavy WandaVision. I get why WandaVision costs a lot. The likes of Falcon Winter Soldier, Moon Knight, and Loki Season 2 are all thought to have come in around 150 million. Visual effects make a big difference, and given the popularity of Netflix's Marvel offerings, we may start to see a greater focus on shows which are more in line with Echo than something like the upcoming Ironheart. Daredevil's first season cost around 50 million, while the recent creative overhaul has likely turned Born Again into a relatively expensive endeavor. If a 13 episode series can still be made for that little, then the street level stories could end up being the best and most cost effective way to explore the MCU on television. In other news, cinematographer Kira Kelly recently spoke to the direct and addressed the possibility of a second season. Quote, I'm not sure about that. I feel like the world, anything that we can see at Alaqua Cox would be amazing. Whether it's another season for her or whether or not she's in the Daredevil show coming up or any other show, I just love any excuse to see Alaqua perform again. Cox has been spotted in New York City, leading to speculation about her parents in Daredevil. That's the logical next step for the character, undoubtedly more likely than an Echo Season 2 being greenlit in the immediate future. Echo, Spotlights, Lopez, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so Marvel can do it. They can have a reasonable budget for a show. They just haven't bothered to do it.
Correct. And again, we had talked about it before. I don't think that the actors and actresses and people that are involved on set and everything else have enough time to develop relationships to make that property good. Like, if you want to think about it, how long do you think they spent filming Echo?
I don't know, 2 or 3 months.
You think? Because it feels like it's a lot less than that.
I think they shot in like 30 days.
I don't know, man, but like if you really think about it, you got what, 3 to 4 locations that they hadn't used before. So maybe they had her out, did some scenes, and then shot all the new stuff. Um, you know what I mean? Like, I think we can both be pretty real. We didn't spend a lot of money on CGI and effects.
Well, there wasn't a big need for CGI. There
Well,
was a
when we're wait,
what?
no, it's okay. I'm good. Go ahead.
If I triggered you,
So triggered.
um, really until the final episode, there wasn't a lot except for, like there was, yeah. I mean, there was the callback scenes, but that was kind of like a visual effects transition.
Yep.
What else was there? There wasn't like a lot of like there wasn't people flying through the air, robots or special powers, until really the last episode where there could have been some of that with the way she.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There probably
So
wasn't
like
a lot.
they shot like all the stuff with the ancient humans. They all shot that on. That's all blue screen. Like it's all green
Yeah.
screen. What do we say now? Should we say blue or green? What's
Well, it's
what's
Marvel.
technically correct?
Marvel. Disney uses volume mapping.
What's PC nowadays for that?
Well,
Just
they
kidding.
use what's called volume mapping, so it's not blue or green anymore.
It's probably just nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? Right.
No idea.
So yeah, okay. So all the ancient human stuff was all shot on screen. You know, they shot a bunch of stuff on location. I'm gonna assume that like all the stuff that was supposed to be that was on, supposed to be on the reserve or whatever, was, maybe just outside of their studio, just like out, like, 30 minutes outside of the studio or something like that. Um, I just feel like this was put together quite quickly. Are we doing a review now? No, I don't know. I
They
don't know.
filmed it in Georgia. Like they filmed most of their stuff. Took place over 92 days. Okay, we're back after technical difficulties.
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic Four script rumored to be undergoing another rewrite with new scribes around board. Man, they're in a lot of trouble with this, eh?
Yeah. So my gut feeling is that they're not having issues with the script. I feel like they're rewriting the story. I feel like it's just getting just tossed. Like I said, just a salad that's being tossed, baby.
Okay. Okay. So it sounds
That's what I feel.
the Fantastic Four script still isn't quite where Marvel Studios would like it to be, despite previous reports indicating that cameras are set to begin rolling around April. Which is pretty soon, given we haven't had a casting announcement yet. We recently heard that production has been pushed back. Oh, there we go. Films not expected to get underway until quarter 3. No specific reason was provided at the time, but we may now know what was behind the delay. According to Daniel Rickman, the script is undergoing another rewrite with Academy Award nominated The Disaster Artist and The Fault in Our Stars writers Michael Weber and Scott Neustadter have been brought on to work on Josh Friedman's script before filming starts. We're not sure how extensive the rewrites will be, but we can't imagine the story is going to be completely revamped at this stage in the game. Also, Rickman notes that the new script should be ready within a month or so. We're still waiting on official announcement of who is going to be in the fucking thing. Look, take as much time as you need to get the script right. Like this is a big one for Marvel. It's the first family. They haven't had a shot at it yet to do Fantastic Four. Others, another studio had it. So yeah, delayed to get it right, and we'll all be better for it.
Absolutely.
Star Wars Darth Maul is coming back in black, white, and red. This has been kind of a theme for Marvel for the last 2 years of bringing characters in to do like their adults, like kind of more violent comic book characters. Deadpool had one, Wolverine had one, Elektra had one, Moon Knight had one. I think they just did Marvel Zombies with it.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, 2024 marks the 25th anniversary of Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. The movie may not have been popular with longtime Star Wars fans when it released in '99, but for many kids at the time, it was their first experience exploring this galaxy far, far away. With that in mind, it's no wonder a lot of Star Wars fans have fondness for Episode 1, and in particular, Darth Maul. Chancellor Palpatine's secret Sith apprentice struck a chord with just about everyone, and while he died at the hands of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels gave the villain a voice and made him one of the galaxy's greatest threats. Today, StarWars.com has confirmed that Maul will take center stage in Marvel Comics' next Black, White, and Red series. Star Wars Darth Maul Black, White, and Red will be a 4-issue miniseries with each installment written and illustrated by a different creative team. Benjamin Percy, Stefano Raphael are teaming up for the first issue in a story which sees Maul sent by Palpatine to investigate a prison ship that goes offline. The vessel, however, is transporting a group known as the Final Occultation, and it's said that horrors await. Talking to the site, Percy shed new light on what fans can expect. Palpatine believes in order, control, whereas the Final Occultation believes in chaos. They both channel the dark side, but with different intents. When you meet this cult, you'll know that most could not withstand their violence and dark intents, but Maul might have a chance. So we get the first cover here. Yeah, it's a pretty cool cover.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that comes out.
I like it.
First issue is on sale April 25th.
Wow.
News about X-Men 97 has kind of been trickling out. We still don't have a trailer, but we may have a release date. We still have a trailer, but we may finally know when X-Men 97 is set to premiere on Disney+. The show will serve as both a revival and a sequel to the classic 90s animated series, and is easily one of the most highly anticipated superhero projects on the horizon. Originally supposed to premiere last year, a series of release date shakeups led to the series being pushed to 2024. No official date was ever announced, but thanks to a new report, we might have some idea of when to expect Marvel's mutant heroes to return to our screens. According to the Cosmic Circus, Marvel has set a spring release window, and X-Men 97's 10-episode first season is expected to premiere mid to late March. So like month and a half, 6 weeks. The titles for all 10 episodes were recently revealed, and while they don't appear to give too much away at first glance, some of them definitely offer hints what the episodes in question could focus on, and those familiar with X-Men's comic book history are sure to pick up a few things. So we have To Me, My X-Men, Mutant Liberation Begins, Fire Made Flesh, Motendo, Remember It, Bright Eyes, Shine with Strength Reborn, Tolerance is Extinction, Part 1, 2, and 3 to end the season. Yeah, so it's about... I think we've all been waiting for this since it's been announced. I think as kids, it was one of the best cartoons we could ever watch, along with Batman animated series. Yeah, like put the thing out. Can we get on with it?
Yes.
Okay. And finally, Matthew Vaughn believes, like you and I believe, that Deadpool 3 will save the Marvel Universe. Well, I don't know if it'll save it, but we've talked about it before. It'll make $1 billion and put Marvel right back up there. Argyle is coming out, which is directed by Matthew Vaughn, who also did First Class. So he's talking about all things superhero. After a series of strikes related delays, Deadpool 3 will be the only Marvel Studios movie to be released this year. By all accounts, the R-rated threequel is shaping up to be a major turning point for the long-running franchise. The MCU debut of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is a big enough deal as it is, but there are numerous other characters and cameos lined up. The multiversal nature of the story has led to speculation the movie could lay the groundwork for the next phase of the shared world as we head to Avengers Secret Wars. One man who has a lot of confidence in the work with a mouth. Most next adventure is filmmaker Matthew Vaughn. Though the Argyle director isn't involved with Deadpool 3, he helmed X-Men First Class and remains a huge fan of the Children of the Atom. While speaking to Bro Bible, it's a weird title these days for a website, Bro Bible. I don't know. I guess it's kind of like the Mary Sue or Jezebel. I don't know. The few snippets that I know about Deadpool versus Wolverine or Wolverine versus Deadpool, I'm sure that argument between Ryan and Hugh is happening as we speak are unbelievable. It's going to be the jolt. The Marvel Universe is about to have a jolt of them, and it's going to bring that body back to life. I think Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are about to save the whole Marvel Universe. You may not necessarily agree that the MCU is in need of saving, but even the most optimistic fan can't deny that the once ensemble franchise has hit a slump of late and really could do with a jolt to get things back on track. As for Vaughn's possible title tease, we do know that Deadpool 3 won't be the official title, so the movie could well end up being called some variation of Deadpool versus... No, I don't think so. I think that's kind of a dumb name, isn't it?
Yep.
What do you make of Vaughn's comments? Yeah, this will be I think this will be a big turning point. If they could follow it up with quality like Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts that are then they're back off to the races and people all love them again and it's fine. But if Deadpool 3 hits, does $1 billion, and then they fumble the next one, I don't know.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it might be tough to get people back.
And I think they know that they have, better grounded in a way that it feels not on a ground level, but grounded in the terms of the story is has deep roots and like is solid. You know what I mean? Versus kind of just willy-nilly like.
Well, if it's a multiversal story going around killing the old characters from movies, I don't know how grounded that's going to be.
I meant the future stories, the ones that are going to come. Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It's exactly what you were saying. We're saying the same thing. Yep. It's okay.
Okay. So that's Marvel News of the Week, and thanks to our sponsor. You'll hear from them right now. YouSellComics.com, your new multi-vendor marketplace. You Sell Comics offers a site exclusively for buying and selling of all things comics, slabs, omnis, trades, and more. Sell for as low as 5% commission or 0 commission monthly tiers. Run your own auctions, unlimited bin listings, usellcomics.com. Buy, collect,